Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I am Saira Mujtaba with the Midday News. The headlines. In Tripura, voting is underway to elect a new 60-member Legislative Assembly. 51.42% polling reported till 1 p.m. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says government working to ensure tribal products reach maximum market. Inaugurates National Tribal Festival Aadi Mahotsav in New Delhi. Prime Minister to virtually inaugurate Jal Jan Abhiyan in Rajasthan. Second batch of 12 cheetahs from South Africa to reach India on Saturday. India and Fiji sign MOU on visa exemption for holders of diplomatic and official passports. And in cricket, Ranji Trophy final match between Saurashtra and Bengal underway at Kolkata. And now the news in detail. In Tripura, voting is underway to elect a new 60-member Legislative Assembly. Polling started at 7 in the morning and will conclude at 4 p.m. Over 28 lakh voters will decide the electoral fate of 259 candidates, including 22 women. There are a total of 3,336 polling booths in the state. Chief Electoral Officer of Tripura said 51.42% voting was registered till 1 p.m. Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha and his cabinet colleagues, former Chief Minister Manik Sarkar, were among the first who exercised their voting rights. Central Armed Police Forces have been deployed in all polling booths. Brew voters and voters residing at zero line of the Indo-Bangladesh border are also exercising their voting rights. Barring few minor incidents, peaceful polling is on across the state. And now we go over live to our correspondent Manas Pratim Sarma, who is at the Banmalipur constituency. Manas, how has the polling been so far?
Saira, I am standing outside the Women's College Polling Center. This is at Banmalipur Assembly constituency here at Agartala city. I can see it's a long queue outside the polling booth. It's a very pleasant weather here at Agartala city or even across the Tripura. People are coming in large number since early morning. Voters are patiently waiting for their turn to exercise their voting right. Starting from young voters to senior citizens, all are coming in large number. So far, it's a good polling percentage, we can say, and we can expect more people would exercise their voting rights in the next 1 or 2 hours. Saira?
Thanks, Manas. And what arrangements have been made for the voters?
The Election Commission has given special emphasis for the accessible voters so that voters should easily cast their vote with comfort. There are several provisions have been made this time like pure drinking water, ramp facility for PWD voters, signage facilities, wheelchairs, all have been provided as per requirement to the voters. Central Armed Police Forces have been deployed in all the polling booths. Polling is going on very peacefully here. Around 14,000 brew voters, they are also exercising their voting rights. The intensified patrolling by BSF as well as state police and police from other states, they are in Tripura, they are also patrolling in the streets. So, as of now, polling is going on very peacefully. Back to you.
Right. Thank you, Manas, for the update. In Meghalaya, star campaigners and senior leaders of all major political parties are holding public meetings and rallies to woo the voters for the ensuing assembly elections. Senior BJP leader and Union Home Minister Amit Shah will kickstart his campaigns with a public meeting at Tura in West Garo Hills district this evening. Senior Trinamool Congress leader and Party General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee will address public meetings in Ampati and William Nagar assembly segments. More details from our correspondent.
Issues of illegal coal mining, corruption, unemployment, Assam Meghalaya boundary dispute, underdevelopment of the state, problems of indigenous people are main agenda of election campaigning. NPP head and Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma said in Ronka Searing that all of his opponents have conceded defeat, so they are levelling charges of corruption against him. BJP national leaders Rituraj Sinha and M. Suba Ao addressed public meetings in Painthoro Mukra Pokhara and Silsila. The BJP leader said party is witnessing huge support across all 60 assembly segments. United Democratic Party UDP leader Renington L. Tonkar addressed a meeting at Mokriwat in Southwest Khasi Hills district. Dharmendra Kumar Rai, AIR News, Shillong.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi virtually inaugurated the Jal Jan Abhiyan on Abu Road in Sirohi district of Rajasthan a short while ago. Union Minister of Jal Shakti Gajendra Singh Shekhawat and film actor Nana Patekar and eminent citizens are present on the occasion. And now we go over live to the Prime Minister's address.
संस्थाओं की ब्रह्मा कुमारीज की एक बड़ी भूमिका है। साथियों, बीते दशकों में हमारे यहाँ एक ऐसी नकारात्मक सोच भी बन गई थी कि हम जल संरक्षण और पर्यावरण जैसे विषयों को मुश्किल मानकर छोड़ देते हैं।
That was the Prime Minister's address at the ceremony, and under the nationwide campaign, people associated with the Brahma Kumari Sansthan and the Ministry of Jal Shakti will run a public awareness campaign for 8 months to preserve more than 5,000 water bodies across the country and to build new water bodies. A target has been set to reach 10 crore people by organizing 10,000 programs through the campaign. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said the government is continuously working to ensure that tribal products reach maximum markets. He said the demand for the products made by the tribal community is increasing, and today the products of the Northeast are being exported to foreign countries as well. He was speaking after inaugurating the mega National Tribal Festival, Aadi Mahotsav, at Major Dhyan Chand National Stadium in New Delhi today. The Prime Minister highlighted that bamboo products are now being exported as well. Earlier, cutting of bamboo and its use was restricted.
हम बैम्बू को घास की कैटेगरी में ले आए और उस पर सारे जो प्रतिबंध लगे थे उसको हमने हटा दिया। इससे बैम्बू प्रोडक्ट अब एक बड़ी इंडस्ट्री का हिस्सा बन रहे हैं। ट्राइबल प्रोडक्ट्स ज्यादा से ज्यादा बाजार तक आए, इनकी पहचान बढ़े, इनकी डिमांड बढ़े, सरकार इस दिशा में लगातार काम कर रही है।
The Prime Minister said the world needs to learn a lot from India's tribal people about sustainable development, fighting against global challenges including climate challenge and global warming. Mr. Modi said New India is working with the vision of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, and the government is making efforts to reach out to the people who haven't been reached out for a long time. He added that when the country gives priority to the marginalized community, the path of progress opens automatically.
ये अनंत विविधताएं जब एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत के सूत्र में पिरोती हैं, तब भारत का भव्य स्वरूप दुनिया के सामने आता है। तब भारत अपने सांस्कृतिक प्रकाश से विश्व का मार्गदर्शन करता है। ये आदि महोत्सव विविधता में एकता हमारे उस सामर्थ्य को नई ऊंचाई दे रहा है। ये विकास और विरासत के विचार को और अधिक जीवंत बना रहा है।
The Prime Minister asserted that education and the future of tribal children are the government's priorities, and it has increased the number of Eklavya model residential schools in the country fivefold. He added that creating better infrastructure and connectivity for tribal citizens is also improving tourism.
जो युवा अलग थलग होने के कारण अलगाववाद के जाल में फंस जाते थे, वो अब इंटरनेट और इंफ्रा के जरिए मुख्य धारा से कनेक्ट हो रहे हैं। ये सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास और सबका प्रयास, इसकी वो मुख्य धारा है जो दूर सुदूर देश के हर नागरिक तक पहुंच रही है। ये आदि और आधुनिकता के संगम की वो आहट है जिस पर नए भारत की बुलंद इमारत खड़ी होगी।
Mr. Modi said in the New India, tribal villages are getting a big infrastructure push and 4G connectivity. He also said PM Vishwakarma Kaushal Samman Yojana has been launched in this year's budget. He added that it will also provide new employment opportunities for the tribal communities.
आज सरकार का जोर जनजातीय आर्ट्स को प्रमोट करने, जनजातीय युवाओं के स्किल को बढ़ाने पर भी है। इस बार के बजट में पारंपरिक कारीगरों के लिए पीएम विश्वकर्मा योजना शुरू करने की घोषणा भी की गई है। पीएम विश्वकर्मा के तहत आपको आर्थिक सहायता दी जाएगी, स्किल ट्रेनिंग दी जाएगी, अपने प्रोडक्ट की मार्केटिंग के लिए सपोर्ट किया जाएगा। इसका बहुत बड़ा लाभ हमारी युवा पीढ़ी को होने वाला है।
Our correspondent reports that 1,000 tribal artists from 28 states and union territories are taking part in the Aadi Mahotsav. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at TIR News Alerts.
Northeast Diary program, broadcast every Thursday at 5:30 p.m. brings very interesting and enchanting stories from the 8 Indian states of Northeast India. Northeast Diary this week, on the 16th of February 2023, brings an exclusive interview with Mamang Dai, well-known poet and novelist writing in English from Arunachal Pradesh. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Welcome back. You're listening to Midday News. The second batch of 12 cheetahs from South Africa will reach India on the 18th of this month. Talking to media in New Delhi today, Environment, Forest and Climate Change Minister Bhupender Yadav informed that 10 quarantine enclosures were created at Kuno National Park in Madhya Pradesh for the new batch of the cheetahs. He lauded Prime Minister Modi's efforts in converting an environmental crisis into harmony and said it should be an example for the world. Earlier, the Prime Minister had released 8 cheetahs at Kuno National Park in September last year. Doordarshan Kendra Shimla will provide its services to the people of Himachal Pradesh 24/7 from today. Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur inaugurated the 24-hour telecast service of Doordarshan Kendra Shimla at Peterhof in the capital today. The minister said that keeping in view the long-standing demand of the people, Doordarshan Kendra Shimla's telecast has been dedicated to the people round the clock from today. He said, with the commencement of the 24-hour telecast from DD Himachal, not only the news of the state, but also the culture and traditions of the state would get national and international level recognition. Mr. Thakur said All India Radio and Doordarshan did commendable work during the COVID-19 pandemic by creating awareness.
आकाशवाणी ने, दूरदर्शन ने महामारी के समय जागरूकता फैलाने का काम बहुत किया है। कोविड के टाइम पे हमने पहली से 12वीं कक्षा के लिए अलग अलग टीवी चैनल कर दिए और वर्तमान में दूरदर्शन के अपने 36 चैनल चलते हैं और ऑल इंडिया रेडियो 500 से अधिक प्रसारण केंद्रों को चलाता है। हमने युवाओं को ऑल इंडिया रेडियो का प्लेटफॉर्म दिया आजादी के 75वें वर्ष में। AIR नेक्स्ट करके हमने प्रोग्राम शुरू किया। यहाँ पर युवा एक घंटे रेडियो जॉकी बनते हैं।
India and Fiji have signed a memorandum of understanding on visa exemption for holders of diplomatic and official passports. Under this agreement, diplomatic and official passport holders will be able to enter, transit and stay in each other's territory without a visa for a period not exceeding 90 days. The MOU was exchanged in the presence of Prime Minister of Fiji, Sitiveni Rabuka, and External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar. In Ranji Trophy, the final match between Saurashtra and Bengal is underway at Kolkata. Bengal was 124 for 6 wickets when reports last came in. It has been all Saurashtra so far. Jayadev Unadkat and Chetan Sakaria picked up 5 wickets between them, while Chirag Jani chipped in with 1 after winning the toss and opting to bowl. After a splendid season, Bengal and Saurashtra find themselves on the cusp of winning the Ranji Trophy title. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. In Tripura, voting is underway to elect a new 60-member Legislative Assembly. 51.42% polling reported till 1 p.m. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says government working to ensure tribal products reach maximum markets. Inaugurates National Tribal Festival Aadi Mahotsav in New Delhi. Prime Minister virtually inaugurates Jal Jan Abhiyan in Rajasthan. Second batch of 12 cheetahs from South Africa to reach India on Saturday. India and Fiji sign MOU on visa exemption for holders of diplomatic and official passports. And in cricket, Ranji Trophy final match between Saurashtra and Bengal underway at Kolkata. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the Midday News.